Alrighty, hello there friends, and welcome back to Steins Gate. It's been a hot minute since I played this, but here we are. So, last time I don't actually remember what happened. I guess we're gonna find out. As I play, I'll probably figure it out. Sorry. I erased our memories with Suzuha, I changed the world line, but it wasn't enough. The divergence meter still reads 0.4. How do I get above that 1%? Wait, if I try and solve the problem alone, it'll just end the same way. I need to consult Kurisu. Kurisu, come with me a second. I lead her out of the lab. We sit on the bench in front of the building. Suzuha's bicycle is still absent. What is it? You don't normally say my name normally. Kurisu frowns at her own words. Hello. Sorry, don't mind me. Oh, Corinne, where are you going? On a date with Christian? I'm jealous. Our relationship is purely professional. She's my assistant, nothing more. That came out weird. Yeah. Please, help me. Now, this is a shock. I never thought I'd hear those words from you. Do you have a fever? No jokes. Seriously, I need your help. You time-leaped, didn't you? I nod. How much do you know? How much do I know about what? About Suzuha being drawn tighter. Eh? Kurisu gives me a blank stare. It never even occurred to me. When we prevented Suzuha from leaving on August 9th, she ended up staying until August 13th. But that outcome has changed by my last email. What happened during those 4 days on this world line? Have you finished the time leap machine? What are you talking about? I finished it yesterday after an all-nighter, remember? Where did you leap from? Or when did you leap from? 8 p.m. tonight. It looks like I'll have to explain everything all over again. A difficult conversation? Oh, I'm a little relieved. Why is that? I've never felt this way before. 'Cause you like me. I told her about Mayuri's many deaths and about what happened with Suzuha and Moeka. I also gave a summary of what Suzuha told me about the structure of the universe. Kurisu does not appear to doubt my story. So basically, you win if you get the IBN 5100 back. Kurisu sums up what I told her. This is just a guess, but maybe you should look at what Amane-san said from the opposite angle. I think the critical change takes place when you get the IBN 5100 and erase the data in Stern's database. That instant is most likely when you'll achieve divergence over 1%. The problem is where the IBN 5100 is now. You've already found it once, that is, if your memories are real. If you can get back to the world line where you first obtained it, then isn't it bound to return to you? I see, you're right. The IBN 5100 was at the lab, then it suddenly disappeared. You threw a fit about that earlier. I remember thinking, oh god, Okabe's finally lost his ability to distinguish fantasy from reality. You're such a wannabe American. What do you mean, oh god? Oh, I get it. Christian is a Christian. Kurisu looks at me in disdain as soon as those words leave my lips. That's terrible. I regret it too. This is no time for puns. So, Christina, let me see if I understand what you're saying. The changes we made to the world line, namely all of the Dmails we've sent, must be reversed. That will return us to the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine. From what I've experienced so far, I'm confident that the IBN 5100's disappearance from the lab wasn't due to theft. After all, I was sleeping at the lab, and whenever I wasn't around, another lab mem was. The lab was occupied every hour of the day. It would have been impossible for someone to steal that heavy computer without anyone noticing. It makes more sense to assume that a Dmail caused us to diverge from the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine. It's still a hypothesis. I only came to that conclusion based on your explanation. If you're mistaking your facts, deceiving me, or shooting off delusions, then this hypothesis will fail. This assistant of mine has no confidence in me at all. You can't just blindly follow this hypothesis either. You may have a safety net, but if you get careless and leave yourself without a way out, then you'll never get another chance to save Mayuri. I know that. I'd ask for Suzuha's opinion too if she were here, but on this world line she traveled to 1975 on the night of August 9th. There's no way I can speak to her now. Why did the IBN 5100 disappear? Which of the Dmails caused its disappearance? Figure that out and you're well on your way to finding the solution. What I don't understand is how we delayed the timing of Mayuri's death exactly 24 hours. True, that is interesting. Maybe it's related to the change in divergence. It could be the butterfly effect. If that's the case, any trivial change could produce a significantly deviant result. Anyway, it's important to act with discretion. Don't do anything careless. Your death, Okabe, is the worst thing that could possibly happen. You're probably the only person who can remember previous world lines. If you die, then consider Mayuri dead for good. Don't die, okay? You're not worried about me, are you? What? That'll be ridiculous. Why should I care? I'm not worried about you, okay? Don't get the wrong idea. I just don't want to be... I just don't want to lose a valuable test subject. That's all. Yeah. Sure. That brain of yours has accumulated memories spanning world lines and time leaps. It's a precious sample that can rewrite the history of neuroscience. I want to map your brain and find out just what's going on in there. In other words, your time leaping helps me too. After all, the time loop machine is the fruit of my research, so to speak, and I... Calm down. Kurisu turns away with a sour expression. This assistant of mine can be difficult sometimes. Anyway, I consider her hypothesis. In order to return to the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine, we need to cancel all the Dmails we sent so far. The theory is sound, and I've got nothing else to go on. I checked the clock. It's 6:42 p.m. Only 1 hour until Moeka's raid. I decide to time leap once more to the afternoon of the 13th, just before the time leap machine is completed. Christina, I'm going to give this plan of yours a shot. Oh, great. I take Kurisu's hand and grasp it firmly. You've been a great help. Sorry for the trouble. Don't apologize, dummy. It's confusing. And besides, I don't even remember helping you before. How are you going to take responsibility for this? Why is she getting mad at me? I just don't understand her. I wish I could remember too. Then I'd always have something to rub your nose in. You really have an awful personality. You're one to talk. With that, I leap 28 hours into the past. Time leap complete. I'm standing in the lab, as usual. My brain feels like it's been pinched. I endure the pain as I check my watch. It's 1:47 p.m. Kurisu's almost done with the time loop machine, and Mayuri's almost done with Rukako's costume. They should both be done in about 10 minutes. I leave the lab and sit on the bench in front of the Braun Tube workshop. Let's go over the plan. Cancel all the Dmails that have changed the past so far. And of course, that includes Dmails sent by other people other than me. Specifically, I'm only concerned with the Dmails that triggered reading Steiner. We sent several of them as experiments. For example, Operation Urge Stage 2, the Lotto 6 experiment involved one such Dmail. But the real problem is what other people sent. Mayuri and Kurisu haven't sent any Dmails. Daru sent his past self a strategy to win the Ferris Cup, but reading Steiner didn't activate, so divergence must not have changed. That leaves 3 Dmails to deal with, those sent by Moeka, Rukako, and Ferris. The most problematic one is the one Ferris sent, which is also the most recent. I have no idea what it said, so I don't know how to cancel it. Ferris's Dmail caused a dramatic change to Akiba. All of the Moe stores disappeared. That's my only hint. I'm the only one who remembers how things were before the change, so I won't get an answer from Ferris, even if I ask her directly. But still, I have to at least try. I should get in touch with her. I don't remember how to bring the phone out. Meeting face to face would be best, but my queen doesn't exist on this world line, meaning I'd have to go to that high class apartment complex. Am I not sent any to fucking Ferris? The ringtone echoes in my ears. It's not connecting. Damn. I stab the end button and open up my mailbox. I'll write Ferris a mail. Subject, please respond. It's Okabe. It's urgent. Contact me. There's no time. Just give it to her straight. I send it. Afterwards, I sit and stare at the screen, waiting. I've already tried sending 3 mails and calling 4 or 5 times, but 30 minutes pass without a single response. Unable to hide my frustration, I storm off towards Ferris's apartment. I arrive at the tall apartment building soaked in sweat. I've been running an awful lot lately. It's made me realize how out of shape I am. I wish I worked out more. This complex has an automatic lock, so I have to call up from the lobby intercom. I enter the number for Ferris's apartment, and a man's calm voice soon replies. May I ask who's calling? Judging by the voice, it's not Ferris's dad, but her butler. My name's Okabe. I'd like to speak with Rumiho-san. I forget to inform you that the young mistress is currently out. Then where is she now? I'm afraid I cannot answer that. You may be someone with whom she does not wish to interact. I've been here before, remember? Of course, sir. However, I still cannot disclose the location of the young mistress. Please contact her directly. He's obviously trying to end the conversation, so I panic to get the last word in. Please, wait. I've been trying to get in touch with Ferris, but she's not returning my calls or emails. And please try again some other time. Ugh. Frustrated by this new turn of events, my anger threatens to boil over. Damn inflexible geezer. I leave the lobby. May Queen plus Nyan Square doesn't exist on this world line. Ferris isn't responding to my calls or emails either. Where could she be? Underneath the incandescent heat of the sun, I suddenly get an idea. Daru, if anyone knows where Ferris is, it'll be that stalker of hers. Yeah, Ocarine? It's awfully noisy on the other end of the phone, but I don't care about that. Daru, do you happen to know where Ferris is right now? Ferris, Ted? I need to talk to her right now. Right now? That's not gonna happen. Just tell me where she is. You keep tabs on her at all times, don't you? I know where she is, sure. Where? Where is she? In the UPX assembly hall. UPX. I look up. I'm standing right in front of UPX. Why the assembly hall? Today's the finals for the Rhinet ABGC. Rhinet ABGC? Short for Rhinet Access Battle Grand Championship. Duh. It's the finals, man. Ferris is participating. Ferris 10 was the winner of this year's Winter GC, so she's the defending champion, just so you know. She's in the finals? I'm here too, spectating. The match has already started, man. So that's why. I'm headed there now. What floor? Do you have a ticket? No, but I'll manage. I don't know, man. Security is pretty tight. Someone posted threats on @channel. Pretty sure you're not getting in. Then you come out. I'm in front of UPX. Can you lend me your ticket? No way. It'll end at 4. Can't you just wait until then? Hey, Daru! Daru! That inflexible bastard. Looks like I don't have a choice. All I can do is wait like Daru suggested. At 4, tons of people spew out of the building. They're mostly parents with children, but there are also men and women in their 20s and 30s. Seems like a wide customer base. Some people are dressed in cosplay, and others are carrying Rhinet goods in paper bags. They're the ones you'd expect to be here. Maybe I should try calling Ferris again. Okay. Why won't she pick up? My frustration peaks. I tell myself to calm down, but it doesn't work. One obstacle after another, I'm on the verge of losing it. I pace back and forth as I watch the exiting crowd. I try calling Dario again, but now even he's not answering. Looks like I don't have a choice. Excuse me. I approach several men gathered near the UPX entrance. They've got tattered leather jackets and excessive silver accessories, not the sort of people I usually hang out with. Do you know where the Rhinet champion Ferris-san is? Ferris-san, sorry. What? They suddenly give me dangerous looks. Rhinet champion Ferris-san? You guys hear that? The man tosses a grin to the other members of his posse. Snobby, unpleasant laughter resounds. I struggle to suppress my anger. If you know, then please tell me. Now the man directs his grin towards me. What, you a friend of the former champ? Former champ? While I'm puzzling this out, the man steps right up in my face. Ow! Something smashes into my forehead. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall onto my back. It's hot above my brow, as if a branding iron was pressed to it. But that quickly fades into a dull throbbing. I finally realized that nutcase headbutted me. What the hell? Why would he do that? Did I do something to this guy? Or is he a Ferris hater? I stagger to my feet. The man stoops to pick up his hat, which fell off when he headbutted me. That's when I see it. Right on top of his head, there's a small space devoid of hair. There's no way I could miss it. This nice bald spot right here. A bald spot. Sorry, but you asked for it. It made my dirty heart ache to call that pussy a champion. Get it? Don't you ever call that disgusting cat girl a champion to my face again. Not unless you want your body and soul frozen by yours truly, the king of the streets, the one and only black absolute zero, 4 Celsius. Or 4 degrees Celsius. What the hell is this guy talking about? He's obviously living in his own stupid world. The name is 4 degrees Celsius. That's Shido, you get me? I'm the strongest and coolest rain-eater to ever rule the streets of Akiba. No one comes close. Nobody. Did you know? Dry ice is so cold, it burns. That's not a burn, it's frostbite. What? When I point out the scientific truth, the man with the bald spot and his lackeys get pissed. This doesn't look good. I don't have time to get into a fight. I decide to stage a tactical retreat. Afterwards, I go to the assembly hall and ask the staff about Ferris. No luck. Then I try calling Dario again, but when I try calling Dario again, he says maybe she went home already in a bummed out voice. I return to Ferris's apartment building and ring the intercom again. The butler responds once more. May I ask who's calling? It's Okabe. Has Rumiho-san returned? Just a moment. It sounds like she's home. The intercom goes silent for a while, and then the door's automatic lock opens, allowing me inside the elevator hall. Please come up, sir. The young mistress will see you. I give him my thanks and hurry into the elevator. The butler guides me into the bedroom, where Ferris is sitting on the sofa, hugging her knees. She doesn't look up, even when I approach. Ferris, finally, there's something I need to ask you. Yeah. She looks exhausted, like all the life has been drained out of her. I've never seen Ferris like this. What happened? You look down. This can't be happening, Nya. Why did Ferris have to lose, Nyan? If only those guys hadn't used underhanded tricks on me, Nya. They ganged up on Ferris. I even promised Papa I'd win. He's probably disappointed in me, Nya. I'm too ashamed to show my face, Nya. What is she saying? No, wait. I think I get it. I recall what happened after Ferris's final match in the Rhinet Championship. That leather-clad asshole called her the former champ. I guess that means she lost, and that's why she's depressed. I feel bad for Ferris, but I don't have time to deal with this. Listen, Ferris. Ferris blinks her eyes repeatedly when I grab her by the shoulders. Her eyes are glazed and empty of light. A couple days ago, you used the time machine we invented to send a Dmail. Do you remember that? Hanya? I knew it was useless, but I had to ask. Ferris doesn't remember. In fact, from her perspective, it never happened. How do I explain? Let's say, for example, there used to be a ton of stores for anime otaku here in Akiba. And let's say you used a time machine and changed that Akiba into the electric town it is today. How would you do it? I know it's a really cryptic question, but I can't think of a better way. Time machine? Ferris murmurs with a blank expression on her face. Time machine. She repeats the same phrase. Ferris's eyes gradually regain their brightness. And then, all at once, Kyoma. Oh, hello. She presses up against me. Whoa, what? She smells good. Ferris's cat ears tickle my nose. I go stiff, not knowing what to do with this sudden turn of events. Ferris looks up at me. She looks so desperate. I feel my heart pound faster. Bro, fucking focus, dude. Focus. Is the time machine real, Nya? Yeah, it's real. Ferris stares at me even more intensely, like she's trying to see inside my soul. I believe you, Nyan. Just when I get the feeling she believed me way too easily, she suddenly starts clutching her head. Ugh. Ugh. I'm about to remember, Nya. Huh? Ferris remembers using the time machine, Nyan. What? Really? Ferris got on the time machine and it went zoom and... What? But you didn't write anything. You sent a Dmail to the past. Yeah, that's it, Nya. I'm starting to remember more and more, Nya. Ferris then holds her head and looks at me with tears in her eyes. My head hurts, Nya. What's going on here? Does Ferris have reading Steiner too? Nope. I don't know. I need to find out, but how? Calm down. I need to think. Should I contact Kurisu? Or should I... Kyoma. Ferris continues to cling to me. And all I can do is hold her warm, soft, slender body in my arms. I need to make her remember somehow. My brains are turning to mush, Nya. Hang in there. Is there anything I can do? If I win, I might remember, Nya. Win? Win what? Today's match, Nyan, against the viral attackers, Nya. I only lost because of their underhanded tricks, Nya. And now my head is all mushy, so I can't remember anything, Nya. Please, Kyoma. I think that if I win that match, I'll remember everything, Nya. So please, Nyan, let me use the time machine. By the way, this isn't an act, right? An act? What do you mean, Nya? Don't tell me she wants to use the time machine to win her Rhinet match. Considering her personality, that's actually pretty likely. After all, this is a girl who twists men around her finger. You're awful, Nya. And then Ferris starts crying into my chest. Even though Ferris is trying her bestest to remember for you, you called me a liar. It hurts, Nyan. No, I'm sorry. Tears emerge from the corner of her eyes. I have no idea what to do in this situation. Judging by her tears, I don't think she's lying. But there's really no basis to the theory that she'll remember if she wins the Rhinet tournament. Please, Nya. Ferris whispers into my ear. Help Ferris win, Nyan. Immediately afterwards, I feel something warm and wet on my earlobe. Ferris brushes her teeth against my ear, sending electricity through my entire body. Oh wait, I get it, okay? I quickly pull away from Ferris. That was dangerous. I almost exploded. Okay, Ferris, we'll do it your way. For real, Nyan? Oh my god, fur. Yeah, I need you to remember, whatever it takes. Ferris tries to throw her arms around me, but I quickly evade. She face dives into the sofa awkwardly. Yeah, why'd you dodge, Nya? You're being way too familiar. I'm not good at dealing with Ferris. She's using me here, I'm sure. I'm being tricked, aren't I? I shake my head. Even so, I have no choice but to help her win the tournament. I'll try anything that could possibly yield results. As long as I keep doing that, I'll find a solution eventually. I have to believe that. I'm going to leave this morning and give you some advice that will allow you to win. How's that? We're not sending a mail, Nyan? Our lab has developed a device for time leaping or sending your consciousness to the past. Awesome. So it's like New Game Plus, Nya? Yeah, that's it. Don't play along. Whatever you do, don't play along. So if Ferris uses it to go back to this morning, it'll solve everything, Nya. You can't. Yeah? Why not, Nyan? I can't let anyone else use the time leap machine. No fair, Nya. It's not something to be used lightly. It's dangerous. It has yet to fail once so far, but my luck might not last forever. Suzuha lost her memory after traveling in a broken time machine. Her time machine was different, of course, but something similar could happen with the time leap machine. Considering the time leap machine's low budget and rushed schedule, it wouldn't be surprising if it broke somehow. And there's one more thing. I shouldn't allow anyone else to change the past. My goal is to return to the world line with the IBN 5100 and use it to escape from the Alpha Attractor field. The fewer changes made, the better. I'll be the one responsible for changing the past. Trust me, Ferris. Okay, Nya. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to end it. I'm starting to get pretty tired. So, we will do more of this later. But thank you for hanging out. And, yeah. Bye-bye.